Hello and welcome again, my beautiful people, to the African Caribbean Tribe and Culture Network. If this is your first time in this channel, please subscribe and be part of the family. For today, we're gonna look at this missionary who goes to Africa, and he did an interesting video. It's a good video though, but because this is one of the things I'm looking for an African American. Everybody has a different experience, but from him going into Ghana, he went to Ghana and then he did this missionary stuff. They have to do go to this different church and village. One of the things we're gonna look at is I think it's his first time going to Africa and the experience he have there, which is totally different, which is good. At least people go there, they see they have to do everything natural. And if you're in America and England, the Western world, we take everything for granted. We expect, oh, this is how things supposed to be. But the only thing he forgot to mention that he was going to the village side in Ghana. He was not in the city, because in the beginning when he says, when we're going to the video, I'll let you know, because he doesn't say the city. He was supposed to say they were going in the village. Okay, let me play his video and let's have fun with this video.
Ghana's so different from home. And animals everywhere, and just farmland and jungles and palm trees, and the beach and everything was just very different. We got on the bus. I remember being so tired, but I couldn't sleep because just looking out the window and seeing everything, and we would just drive from village to village. But like in between villages was just dense jungle. Like you couldn't see very far. It's just trees and trees and trees and bushes.
Well, because you go into the undeveloped areas in Africa, that's why you're gonna see a lot of trees and bushes. It's just the same thing. If you're going from state to state in Midwest America, you're gonna go for like it's like a desert in America, somewhere in Midwest America. You're gonna see like, what's in here? You don't see nothing. You're driving along, it's the same thing. Let keep going hear what he says.
And it was sort of intense feeling. I remember one of my first funny cultural experiences was when the bus stopped for a bathroom break, and I had to go really bad, but everyone just got off the bus and they just started going to the bathroom right off the side of the road. And I remember being so scared and thinking like, whoa, that's not okay. So I held it because I was so nervous and scared to go. I didn't understand what was going on, and it was kind of freaky. Not knowing though that that's just what you do. You just go to the bathroom outside, which was really hard for me at first.
Hey, this is funny because honestly, it's just the same thing. If you're in America or in England, you got stuck on the traffic or stuck on the highway, and the man wants to pee, he gonna stop on the highway and pee, because if there's no rest area along the highway, he's gonna stop and pee by the side of the road. So it's not different. The other thing, it's hard for women to do it in America because they're gonna bend. Everybody's gonna keep watching. But most men, you see them stop on the highway and they pee. They say they have a breakdown, because if there's no service area and they're so pressed, they're gonna do it. And I understand, because he looks at it and says he's looking for a service area somewhere, but you're going to undeveloped areas, the villages where you're gonna go and do your missionary. You're not gonna expect everything to be well in place. It's a good experience for you, and trust me, those people, they know exactly when they want to pee. They go in the bushes. They do their stuff. Nobody goes there. Hey, you know what? That's what makes the plant manure. Because if you want to create manure for your plant and everything, you need all these poops, peas, everything from our body, from animal products and everything, waste products. That makes the plant grow fresh, and we eat them again. It's one of the best recycle God creates for us. From our own waste, again, we put it back on the ground, and it plants us good fresh food, and that's what happened. Okay, let's keep watching this video again and see what he says. Okay, let's hear again what he says.
Experience I had the first day. But when we got to Kumasi, we got there probably about 7 or 8 in the evening, and so it was already dark outside. And I remember we had to charter a taxi to get to our apartment. And it was really nerve-wracking because it's just these ghetto taxis, and there's no set prices on anything, and so you just have to barter with everybody on everything. And so I remember sitting there listening to my trainer barter with the taxi driver and just thinking like, whoa, I can never do that.
Hey, brother, I got you. You cannot do that. That's why I keep saying to people, when you go to Africa, especially you with a different kind of skin tone, your price is gonna go high. For us as well in the diaspora, when we even go to Africa, we are not gonna be on the front line. We're gonna let the people deal with themselves because they know how to talk the price. It's not just the same when you come to like you're taking a taxi in America, they're not gonna never gonna tell you the price what it costs. At least in Africa, they tell you the price before you even start the journey. Has anyone taken a taxi in America and you say, okay, where you going? The taxi driver said, come in. And the taxi never moved yet, your price already hit $5 or $10. And by the time you get to your destination, that's the time they're gonna tell you your price. But in Africa it's different. They tell you the price before you go in there, which is kind of good, but you're gonna negotiate. If he's gonna say, okay, I'm gonna charge you $50 C, you're gonna say, oh no, I'm not gonna pay $50 C. You're gonna find somebody else who can take $30 C or $40. No, sorry, cities. Sorry, I'm talking in Ghana's dollar, Gambian dollar C. So 40 cities. So that's the way things happen in Africa. You're just gonna go and negotiate for yourself. It's not like I think the taxis in America are more cook because you go into one. By the time you're coming out from there, oh, your prices, you don't even know what you're paying. But let's hear what he says again.
I It was really nerve-wracking. So their food is really different from ours. I think the only food that we share is rice. That's probably about the only thing that we have in common as far as food is concerned. In Ghana, they sort of have staple foods that everyone eats every day. The first one is rice. The second one that they eat a lot is called fufu. And fufu is it's a mix with cassava and plantains, which are two sort of unfamiliar things here in the United States. Most people know what a plantain is. It's those green bananas that you see at Walmart that they normally.
Yeah, coming back to the food status and everything, I like what he says. We in the world we all eat rice, and you go anywhere in Africa, the staple food is rice. And what he was saying, fufu, it's from the earth. It's cassava, pounded cassava. They turn it to fufu, or it's a pounded yam. It's a yam. They turn it to a pounded yam, like a flour kind of thing. They cook it in Nigeria, cook it and make it. It's solid. It's fresh. It's organic food. The fresh food. We don't have Burger Kings. We're gonna go down to Burger King and eat a lot of Burger King food, food that have been frozen a long time. One thing I don't think he tells you if everything they cook is fresh. You go to the sea, you pick up you get your fresh fish, you come to the garden, you get all your fresh food, and then you cook it. Everything he's been eating were fresh. It did a good job though because I don't want to keep this video too long. So I just want to make something that you see somebody goes in there and having a beautiful experience in Africa, what they did. And I like his video. I like what he did. I like his experience. And this is what we want for some African American going down in Africa. Or if you African as well, you've been in the diaspora for so long, maybe you come when you're young, you're going back home. Try not to put yourself in the front. Try to let somebody be in front for you. Like somebody do all the talking for you and everything because we don't want you to go there and say, oh, they just duped me. Because I said in my other video, whenever you go to Africa, they say you come from overseas. They think, and the first thing, he or she has money. He's ready to spend. He comes on holiday and everything. So please, it's not just this brother, go there to Missionary and everything. But let me go towards the end and see what he says as well about this video. That's interesting. Let's hear what he says about
They use
spice.
a lot of pepe because they didn't use as much salt. So they think that if there's no spiciness in it, then it doesn't taste like anything to them. And so that's why they put pepper in everything.
Pepper is good for your body. It kills lots of bacteria. And one of the things that often happen in Africa, if anyone gets sick, one of the things they say to you, go drink some pepper soup. It's a number one remedy to kill a lot of the bacteria, a lot of the things that affect you in your body. Those hot spice helps you. They kill everything. That's why when we have so much sweet in our diet, we eat a lot of sweet stuff, we don't take any kind of hot spice and anything, it doesn't help us. It's just going to sit in our system and keep building up. But when you have spice in your system, it helps. It clean up everything. It makes you go, if you had too much spice, hot spice, it makes you go to the bathroom easily and faster. That's one. And number two, it makes you sweat all the bad toxic out of your body, which is good as well. And pepper is good. So I enjoy that what he says, and he learned, because I guess this brother will be so red when when he has in some hot spice. But I hear what he says.
Everything. Even they have porridge with pepe in it for breakfast, which is pretty funny.
Pepper is good for you. Anywhere it goes, pepper is good. If I'm even, I don't like too much pepper in my food, but every African food has pepper because it gives you a good flavor to your food.
People, as I mentioned earlier, are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Very hospitable.
Thank you.
They have a custom in their culture. Whenever you're eating or whenever you have food, you have to invite everyone around you to your food. So if you have a bowl of fufu or a banku or whatever, they'll always say, you're invited. Like, you're invited to come and join them. And I think like in America, we sort of do the same thing. Like, we'll offer food, but we don't expect people to say yes. And even if someone does say yes, you kind of think like, oh, that's rude. You want to eat my food, even though we just offered it to them. Whereas
You see, he just hits another nail on the point. In Africa, wherever you go, we offer you food. We offer you, say, hey, if there's only one plate of food, they invite you to come and eat because they believe in sharing whatever they have. Because they know it's like the food is nothing. They can cook tomorrow, they can cook more food. But what he just said in America, on the Western world, so when some people invite you to go to eat, that's why they always say, oh, no, I'm good, thank you. But you'll be hungry. You're hungry. You need some food to put in your stomach, but you cannot put this food in your stomach because he just said it's like, oh, we're going to invite you for just courtesy's sake, but we don't want you to eat. We don't want to give you your food. Why do you invite me? Why do you let me come to have your food? This is the different narrative we have in our, that's Africa is different. People go there, they all eat in the same bowl, they all eat in the same. If you take one spoon and you drink a lot of water, everybody's fine. They go again tomorrow and find the same food, everybody share. But he just says that's one of the culture different in Africa with food. We love our food. We give a lot of people our food. We cook. I remember when I was growing up, my grandmother would cook food on Saturdays, and we just go and give around to other people. All the folks, people who doesn't cook, we share. But America now, he just said it's like, oh, this is my food. I'm saying, oh, you want some food? You answer yes, and they're not gonna give you any food. So this is the other thing they always says, which is kind of funny. And we used to make joke. We used to make joke about this when I used to live in Africa. When a guy come and visited us, I always ask, "Are you okay? Are you all right?" And then we another time we always want to say, "Yeah, we're okay, we're fine." It's still they are making an English way of saying yes, we're okay, even if you're not fine, you're not okay. And so one day, my friend and myself say, "Oh, this man is always asking me, am I okay? Am I okay?" If I tell him now I'm not okay now, what's my problem? He will stop asking this question, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then one day, guess what? He asks you, "Are you okay?" I said, "No, I'm not okay." He said, "What's the problem?" We said, "Oh, we need money to go buy food." I said, "Oh, sorry. Next time." Then why you ask me, "Am I okay?" You should not keep asking me every time you come, "Are you okay? Are you doing okay?" No, now I tell you my problem, you can't solve my problem. So it is a funny thing when some of the things we've been taught from the Western world doesn't work in Africa. Africa, you're only gonna see somebody crying or you see them wondering a loss, you're gonna ask them, "Are you okay?" But if you see them sit, well, you don't bother. You just let them be and do the thing. And thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed the short video. It's just to give this guy a light. If you want to watch the full video, it's on live, and it's called "The Truth About Living in Africa in Ghana." You can see this guy's face in there. It's on live feed. You can see right here. You can subscribe to the channel, help them out, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We're gonna go deep dive into different stuff. We have a lot of things we want to talk to you guys about, and we hope you love this video. Stay blessed and happy life.